welcome back to another episode of Gears and Glory, and welcome to our Monza episode. We are missing Soph today, but she's here in spirit. We've got all her notes, and we will be giving her thoughts through us. Because we all know that Soph always has the best thoughts. I should have had my phone on Do Not Disturb because that ding was really loud. Monza was chaos. I feel like Monza was
after another.
Yeah. Left, right, and centre something happened. And even the run up to Monza, like, we obviously dropped Logan Sargent, like, everything around Monza was literal chaos.
Yeah.
But, I guess the first thing we need to speak about, and we don't usually speak about, like, the feeder series on here, but we need to speak about F3, specifically the feature race.
Hit us with it.
Chaos. If you guys don't watch the feeder series as F3 specifically, going into this last race, Monza was the last race of their season, and going into it, we had 6 championship contenders. By the time we hit the feature race, it was knocked down to 4. You'll see through these notes that it kept chopping and changing between 4 and 5 championship contenders, and even post-race, it was chaos. I've got notes, because there was so much, there's no way I was remembering this. But I guess we'll speak about the key parts, and I won't bore you with every little nitty-gritty, like, crash that was, like, because this race was literally chaos. But yeah, into the feature race, it ended up being a 4-way championship battle. We had Fornaroli, Mini, Browning, and Lindblad. And they were starting... Yeah, literally. They were starting in majorly different orders all along the grid, like, it was chaos from the starting grid. Pretty early into the race, I forgot about this. I'm rereading these notes, and I'm, like, reliving this. I forgot. Pretty early into the race, Browning crashed through the Ascari chicane, so that was, like, his championship battle was over. He was, like, in last by this point. So that was fun for him. He took several cars out with him. Like, everybody was off into the gravel.
What?
Yeah. He didn't, like, take them out, but they had to take, like, avoiding action.
Right.
So they took themselves out, but, like, it was his fault. So that was fun. Oh my god, she scrolled in my notes. What else did we have? That caused another championship leader, Mini, to drop down to, I think, like, 5th or something as well. He dropped pretty far in that, like, incident because he had to take avoiding action. Ascari chicane again. I think it was literally the next lap, maybe a couple laps after. Fornaroli, who was, like, in the top 3 at this point, off into the Ascari chicane. Pretty sure he took Mini with him. Oh no, he let Mini through here, yeah. So Mini, who's also fighting him for this championship, is in front of him now. And, like, I mean, this was, like, singular points difference. So at this point, he took over the live championship. If he continued, he would have won.
Right.
Because of this as well, Mansell, who is homegrown hero, he's literally an hour and a half up the road from me. He's from Newcastle, Australia. Yeah. He joins the championship battle. So at this point, there's 5 people fighting for this championship. Literally, like, laps into this race. Like, I think it was, like, literally halfway through, and there's 5 people who could have won this championship. Pretty soon after, Mini's rear tires start to, like, give out. He's really freaking struggling, and he just keeps sliding off. Like, just every now and then, he's off. Constantly, regularly.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm a Prema gal, so I was really, like, had my money on Mini winning. I really wanted to see him win. So this was scary. Him and Fornaroli just kept fighting back and forth. They just kept switching places. Like,
oh my god.
It was getting worrying who was going to win this championship.
How many laps was it?
I think it was 30 laps. Oh no, maybe that was the F2. I'm going to say 30, but it might have been a little bit less.
Yeah. Oh my
So,
god.
like, not a lot of laps to get this done. And there was, like, so many switches in the championship in those.
There's still a lot to happen in that short
Yeah, we're not even done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, chaos. lap 21, yeah, I think it was 30 because lap 21, Mini is P2 on track, Fornaroli's P3 on track, and Mansell overtakes him for P3. So he's gaining on the championship leader even more there. And that puts Mini into the championship lead, like, for now. So all Mini had to do was hold P2 and keep bloody Fornaroli in P4. He just needed Mansell between the two.
Mhm.
You know what? I feel like it was only like a 25 lap race because I feel like this was literally like the last 2 laps. So maybe it was 23 laps, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
Regardless, there was a couple laps left. All he had to do was keep Mansell between him and Fornaroli. That's all he had to do to win this championship. Into turn 11, Fornaroli overtakes Mansell. And he crossed the line and took the 2024 championship in F3. He is the first Italian in history to win the FIA Formula 3 championship. Post-race, Gabriele Mini, a heap of people, but Gabriele Mini got a penalty, which I think was like a 5-second penalty or something. So thank God he didn't cross the line as a championship winner, because he would have lost the championship because of penalties.
Oh my God, that would have been as bad as George in Austria.
Yeah, literally. Like,
wow, that sounds like chaos. Maybe I should tune into the feeder series next year.
If that doesn't influence you too, start watching F2 from this point out, because also in F2, Gabriele Bortoletto, he started in P22, dead freaking last. This man started last. He won the race.
Oh.
30 laps later, he won the race.
Sure.
F2 is also chaos. I didn't write notes on that, but I did write a whole live report, so I'll send it to you after so you can read it. But like,
I will get debriefed on that.
Yeah, absolute chaos in that as well. But like, if we talk about that as well, I feel like this episode would be like 7 hours long. Because
I feel like everything that could have happened at Monza.
Literally, the amount of like F1 drivers and future F1 drivers that crashed in Monza, astronomical in the feeder series races, in bloody F1 sessions.
Safety car.
Yeah, the safety car before the weekend had even started into Parabolica. And I feel bad for Byrne. He's not had a safety car in F1 in like 6 fucking races. So
yeah,
like,
he's trying to trigger himself. He's like, if I crash, the safety car will have to come out.
Yeah, literally. He's like, where's that spare safety car? I know there is one somewhere.
Bring out I'm in the Aston, bring out the Merc.
Literally. And you know what? He set out the standards for the weekend.
He did.
He really did. Because I mean...
Well, look, it was the next day that Kimi binned it in the exact same corner.
Yeah.
And then imagine binning it in your...
He was on like purple sectors as well, Kimi.
Yeah.
10 minutes of practice.
A good lap going.
Yeah. That's what Toto said. He said something afterwards and he was like, getting Kimi to be fast enough isn't the issue, it's getting him to slow down. I was like, I don't know if that's completely a good thing like you think it is.
But have you seen the photo of Toto and Kimi next to each other in the garage, and Toto's like wrapped around Kimi's waist?
It looks like a prom photo, like a formal photo or something.
And they're like the same height as well, and Toto's sitting down. Oh my God.
It's so bad. But poor George's face on the like live broadcast, he was like happy that he was literally just like...
That was, once again, George the meme Russell strikes.
Literally. I don't think like anybody has created memes like George has in the last like 2 years.
No way. Except for maybe Fernando.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Charles had a few as well, though. Oh, that's great. Break! Yeah. And then when he was told that Bonotto was going to be in the paddock, and he was like, are you guys hearing this?
Also, when Bonotto was being filmed, and he like looked at the camera and just like backed out of the garage.
Monza was a weekend for memes. Like, I
Literally.
showed the girls this in the group chat, but for anybody who's watching this on YouTube, I'll pull this one up to show you as well, because I can't stop laughing about it. This is the funniest meme I've ever seen. But he hit that bloody board so perfectly that it was like, hey, this is Antonelli that crashed. It's him right here.
Yeah.
That's so gold.
It's the same energy as when Zoom was sponsoring one of the races and they were going around the track and it was like zoom, 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 zoom.
Yeah. It was like, wow, F1's got subtitles now.
That is one of my favorites.
Oh, that's good. They're like the same energy. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Oh my god. Qualifying actually was wild as well. And Lewis in the post-race interview made me very sad.
My heart, I'm just not good. So you're a 7-time.
Hopefully the team will get that with Kimi. Oh.
Yeah, insane. Are you kidding me? Like, there was so many heartbreak between him, Leclerc, and Verstappen.
Mm-hmm.
I could have cried. Are you kidding me?
And when he was like, I'm just not good.
Yeah. Dead. Gone.
Excuse me.
You're better than me, sir.
Good.
Jesus Christ. Like, oh, I don't know. And then there was that, not even like a meme, but like a statement thing. I think I shared it to my Instagram story, where it was like, Norris is finally proving that Leclerc, what's his name? Hamilton and Verstappen didn't just have good cars. Like, you need an insane amount of talent to have a good car and like dominate. Like
when, wasn't it only recently where he said in an interview where he was like, Lewis, he was either, I think it was about Lewis, and he was like, he's in a fast car, he should be winning or something.
Yeah.
I think that was only recently.
Yeah, I feel like that was, it must have been before Silverstone, because obviously Lewis won. But like,
I think it was maybe after then.
Maybe it was even like Austria, maybe? After he had his little canty.
Yeah, maybe.
I know what you're talking about though. I remember hearing it. I have the worst like perception of time. It could have been like 3 years ago and I'll be like, yeah, that was like yesterday.
Yeah. We'll find it at like midnight.
I know. We'll like randomly scroll upon it and be like,
yeah.
Poor group chat. Good lord. Yeah. But I mean, on that like topic of like dominating in the cars and that, Verstappen was 7/10 off of the pole position time in qualifying.
Yeah. Those McLarens were quick.
Yeah. And it seems like only Oscar knows what to do with that. Whoops, I said it. Whoops.
But you're like, so right though.
Because it's to the point where even in that bloody, I think it was the second chicane they battled into in the first lap, Lando could have seen that Oscar was going for it, so why not back off a little bit? You nearly spun and ruined your entire race.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then he nearly took out Charles while taking that avoiding action that didn't need to be taken.
Yeah. I think it's funny, the backlash that's coming to Oscar from it, because I'm like, is it just, like, if he had have overtaken Lando on the straight, would people have been annoyed as they are right now? Because I think they're only annoyed because it was such a tight,
and
like
it was
they were so
good
close.
overtake.
It was a great overtake.
I missed that style of F1 where it was like, not dirty, but like,
they got their elbows out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're meant to like push. Where's the fun in just being like, oh shit, yep, you go, mate, you go. You know what I mean?
We're not merging on the highway.
Literally. Like, what did George Russell say once? I'm not just gonna wave him by because he's Max Verstappen in a Red Bull.
Yeah.
Take that advice.
Yeah.
You know? But take it with everyone. Treat everyone the same. Just don't let them buy. I don't know. And then like Zach Brown speaking about tyre rules. I think the world's coming to an end because I didn't think I would agree with Will Buxton ever. That man spoke facts. And you know what? He just said what we were all thinking. Yet again. Like last weekend, how Daniel said, I think it was Thursday. Last week. I think it was the Monza press conferences. When Daniel was like, Max isn't going to be happy about that. He's not going to take it lightly. He just said what we were all thinking. And you know what? Will Buxton did it this week.
Yeah.
It was, oh my god. I don't know.
We're going to have it's going to be Mercedes 2.0.
Yeah, literally. It's starting to smell like that. It truly is. Are you sitting on my phone? Oh, lovely. No notes with the babies on them. But yeah, that was chaos. I feel like qualifying as a whole was kind of chaos. Like, I think it was Stroll or someone was out in Q1.
Oh,
and it was,
I can't even remember, but there was someone out in Q1 where I was like, oh,
yeah, you're like,
I didn't
that's
expect to see you there.
Like, I would probably expect you out in like Q2, but like Q1?
Yeah.
Wild.
Didn't Hulkenberg make it through to Q1?
I think so. He's been doing really good recently, and I don't think we talked about this enough. He deserves that seat at stake.
He's been doing well in qualifying.
Yeah. He's been
Racing
okay
is still... Yeah, he's
Yeah.
still the same old Hulkenberg.
As much as I love this man, he really did ruin bloody Nico's race.
Yeah, he did.
But like, Kevin being like, why did I get such a big penalty? But I didn't ruin someone's race. It's like, because you hit somebody, then you did it. Like,
Yeah.
penalties, they're set in stone beforehand. You know the rules. Like,
Yeah.
he's
These are Cash App and Haas were just going at each other on the weekend.
Yeah, literally, because both of them.
All four of them.
Yeah.
Something happened with all four of them.
Yeah, I think Yuki and K-Mag were into like that first chicane, like turn 1, 2.
Yeah.
I think. Oh my god, I feel like it's like a trauma response. I've kind of just like blanked Monza.
Yeah. Same. That's why I'm really glad that I took notes this week, because normally I don't, because I'm like, I'll remember everything. I'm pretty good. But literally, as soon as more stuff started happening, I was like, I need to do this.
I'm already.
Yeah. It was what was happening with Red Bull.
Literally insane. Like, to be 7 seconds off the qualifying of pole time, and then what was that race strategy? Like, I'm not a race strategist. Oh my god, what is the word? Yeah, I'm not one of those. But like, I think if instead of pitting Max that first time and putting him on hards, if they just tried to put him on mediums and just tried to go for the one stop, I feel like he could have done something.
I actually thought when they put him on a double hard, I thought that he was going to pit very close to the end and go on softs.
Yeah, right.
And then just like fly through everyone, because at the beginning of the race, he wasn't doing too bad in terms of place.
No.
So that's what I thought their strategy was going to be, was drag him out on the hards, and then pit him later, when everyone else is struggling on the hards or the mediums, put him on softs and send him on his way. But they didn't do that.
I'm literally so bamboozled, because like, I know like last year and like into the beginning of this year, we were all praying on like Max and Red Bull's downfall. I want Max back winning. I would like to see him back on the top step of the podium. And like, I don't know how we're calling this a downfall, but I do, because like, he still won 6 of the races this year.
Yeah.
But like, this is weird.
Like there's a difference in wanting Max winning and wanting it like 22 seconds ahead of everyone else. Like, I don't want that. I still want the battles for P1. But it would be good to see Max winning.
Yeah,
but I am very happy that Charles won.
Yeah, no, me too. Don't get me wrong. Also, while we're speaking about that, my podium prediction was nearly spot on, and that was my realistic one.
It was.
I said Charles, Oscar, and then I said, I don't remember, maybe Lewis.
I think you... Yeah, I think you said Lewis and I said Carlos as P3.
Yeah, so like, we were literally like spot on. We just needed Lando P3, but that's insane.
Yeah, well, we assumed that Max and Lando would take each other out, so...
But it was nearly Lando and Oscar.
Yeah. maybe then Max would have won the race.
Oh my god, maybe. Maybe if Red Bull got their shit together, or maybe.
Oh my god.
That was chaos. It truly was. I mean, not to backtrack, but on that qualifying note, I just thought as well, speaking of those like sad like press conferences, Charles on the radio after qualifying, he was angry. He was like, I don't care about Lando's pole time, like, I'm pissed off.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, I'll see if I can like find a video of it somewhere, but I was like, oh, okay.
There was like, he must have been on something on the weekend, because he even yelled at Ferrari in the race.
I reckon he was like so like concerned because Binotto was there.
Yeah.
He was probably like so on edge.
Welcome back, Kimi Räikkönen.
Yeah, literally. He spoke to Kimi on the weekend, so maybe Kimi was like, do it.
He did. I'm glad
Leave
that
me
he's there.
alone.
Was it you that sent the thing to the group chat where it was like, I will personally come back and race one season so that Kimmy can't take my number?
I think so. It was me or Soph. I remember seeing it though, but that was so funny.
And
Bro,
that you know that he would too.
he would. He literally would. He comes back for no reason.
Yeah.
And you
He'd
know
be
what?
so
I reckon
good.
somebody would sign him on a 1-year contract.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, that was like absolute chaos. But I mean, Lando, he's really made a habit for himself of absolutely binning the starts.
Completely butchering his start.
I'm not sure if he could, like, I don't know if he could lead the race into turn 1 if he paid the devil to, like, help him out at this point.
But I feel like he's always kind of been like this. Obviously, he hasn't been P1, but he's never had great starts anyway. If you look back at wherever he starts in the grid, like...
Yeah. But I mean, you'd think that, like, him and McLaren would work so hard on them in the simulator, like, you know what I mean? Like, surely they would want as much practice in these starts now that he's getting pole positions, like, more frequently.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think this is something they'd want to perfect because, like, as you've seen, you can't just trust that your teammate's starting P2s and he's going to just wave you on by. You know what I mean? Oscar wants to do well as well, so he's going to fight for position. If you've got whatever these papaya rules are, he's going to fight.
Yeah. Well, they've been established now, so...
Yeah, literally. So, I don't know. I think it's all really odd.
I think it's also worth mentioning the man himself behind you. While Danny finished P13, he also went on a one-stop, and he had 15 seconds of penalties. Yeah. Like, he did well, given the circumstances.
Bring back Daniel Ricciardo to Red Bull.
Who said that?
Yelled him. This is him back.
Yeah.
Because, like,
perhaps after the Mexican Grand Prix.
I know, right? Oh my god, but speaking of those 15-second penalties, I felt so bad for that mechanic that just instinct touched his front wing. Like, the way he instantly was like, oh, my heart broke.
Yeah.
I hope he's not getting backlash. I really hope he's not.
I haven't seen anything.
Neither.
Red Bull also had really crap pit stops this weekend.
Alpine had the fastest pit stop.
Yeah, what was with that?
Literally. The end is near.
Yeah.
Like,
war is over.
I'm just like, I don't know. I don't have words because how did that happen?
Everyone else stumbled.
You know what? When, like, my man's at bloody Alpine, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Like, they can get at least their pit stops together. But
you'll
like,
take whatever win you can get.
Literally, driver of the day, don't worry about it. Pit stop of the day, we got it. Like, far out.
Yeah.
It was really just like an alternate universe in Monza this weekend. I don't know what it was. It was really, like, weird.
I think it's also worth noting, obviously Colapinto had a really good debut, made it 6 places. That's crazy. Like, he did finish out of the points, but he, I think, had a better race than what Logan had all season. Sorry for our Logan fans. Okay,
but I mean, I'll say it. Who else did we see debut in Monza for Williams, get really good first race results, and then not be able to compete in F1?
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's just all like, I don't know. I think he's really determined to prove himself because he feels like he has to after replacing like an F1 driver. But I feel like he's also like wise enough to realise I can't go too hard, otherwise I will bin it.
Yeah.
So I think he's somehow found like the right amount of pushing it.
Yeah. Well, did you see what Alonso said?
No.
He said I think it was in the media pen or something, he said that if he knew it was Franco behind him, he would have let him pass so that he could finish higher in his debut.
What a darling!
I was like...
I love that cute. Oh my god. I think I need to put a Fernando Alonso shirt on. Hold on. We need a minute because...
Yeah.
What a darling... Oh no, you can see my pants. I've been exposed.
I will find it and then I'll send it to the group.
Oh my god, please. Here we go. This is
Here it
called
is.
Fernando Alonso Alpine.
Here
Oh
it is.
yeah.
Number 14.
It's the day for it, honestly. Fernando being lovely calls for wearing Fernando merch.
Always.
Fernando merch is some of my favourite pieces of merch. Like, I literally think I have 3. I think I have 2 Fernando t-shirts and then like a really freaking expensive Fernando Alonso sweatshirt from like
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. It cost me
You
like
have to send me a photo.
too much. I will. It may be in the lounge room. I think I was wearing it. But oh my god. So expensive. But I love that man. He's my mum's favourite driver and like, you know what? I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
He's a doll.
Yeah. And he's so funny. The freaking like, was it in Miami last year when he's sniffing the fake flowers? Like, are you kidding?
I still can't. That was freaking hilarious. But I still can't get over when he was riding on the scooter and he was riding past Brad Pitt in the media pen and he just like, looked and was like...
Did you see the interview? I'm sure it was in Monza. He pulled up on his scooter with his glasses on, the around. He's like, and they're like, wow, cool entrance for the Fernando. And he's like,
it's just a kid in an adult body with adult money.
Literally, that's what they said after that, like Barcelona testing, which that episode will come out at some point. Don't know when yet, but that's like what they're like with that theory of him being like electrocuted. It's that froze his brain or something and set him back, and that's why he looks and like acts so young because he thinks he is.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, literally. What are you doing? Oh my god.
I don't know if you noticed. You probably did because it's kind of been everywhere. But Monza was race 16.
Yeah.
And Charles won, number 16, and it was like 4 p.m, which is...
It was like 16,
16, yeah. I think it was like 4:14 or something. 4:16 that it finished.
Yeah.
And I was like...
Insane. Actually insane.
Yeah.
I love kiddings like that.
Yeah. As soon as he pulled up to the number 1 bit and I saw race 16, I was like...
Yeah, I was like...
Goes hard.
It's so weird how that shit happens though, bro.
Nice to see that the Monza curses. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Can we talk about bloody Fred Vasseur? Did you hear him when he was being interviewed by Sky, like, post-race celebrations and post-podium? And they said something to him, and he goes, you know, yeah, like, if we could have won 2 races this year, we'd want them to be Monaco and Monza, so, like, we're really grateful. And the reporter was like, Fred, but Carlos won in Australia too. And he was like, oh yeah. He literally was like, get Carlos out of my face.
He's like, he is out of sight, out of mind. I don't need to worry about him.
He's a Williams driver. Do not speak to me about Carlos. Are you kissing Daniel?
Good girl.
She's like, don't look at me. She's kissing the helmet.
Leave me alone with him.
Who is it? Oh, I've embarrassed her.
Teaching him young. Teaching her young.
Yeah, you've got the right guy in mind. She usually goes, Lando.
Not right now, girl.
You were embarrassed by last weekend too.
I will say though, I am glad that he is at least trying to hide his attitude in Monza, because he at least put on a front in the, not so much in the cool down room, but in all of the press conference and the media pen and stuff, he at least like faked smiles.
Yeah, thank God. I don't think the media could have like handled another like attitude incident, to be honest.
Literally.
I don't know how like people are like still defending the attitude though. Like I get Lando fans or whatever, but like I think
the other thing that I don't get is why people are treating him like a child.
Yeah. Literally.
I cringe at the comments that I read.
Yeah.
I can't deal with it anymore. I just swipe. I don't even watch TikToks or Instagram reels about it anymore. I just swipe because I don't want to deal with it.
Lando fans are getting a bit scary.
They're they're getting very fangirly.
Yeah. I worried we're gonna get like attacked for saying this, but like it's the truth of the matter, to be honest with you. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's been taken too far. Like
But
he's
like
getting
it's not even about Lando that we're talking about, it's the fans.
yeah.
It's the fans' behavior. You can obviously understand him for being upset or annoyed,
Yeah.
but the
But
fans
like
blowing it out of the water.
yeah. There's you know what, there's like really there's two types of Lando fans. Those that are like really like sooky over him and being like you. And then did you see that girl around the time of like Melbourne this year, and she literally found out that Lando had a session booked for paddle in Melbourne somewhere, sat there waiting for him. Thank God somebody warned him that she was going to be waiting there, so he cancelled it. And then she found out that he knew and cancelled and found him anyway.
What?
Yeah, like she's like stalking this man.
Oh my god, that makes me so
Or
uncomfortable.
this like whole thing on Twitter of like these like I'm sure there were Lando fan accounts like exposing this girl, and I think she deleted the
God.
account.
What is wrong with
Like,
some people?
absolutely insane.
Oh
Like
my god.
I get when you like accidentally stumble upon like a
Yeah.
driver when you're like walking around Melbourne or something, but I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me the people that go and wait at their hotels and stuff.
Or the airport.
Right? Like, that's their minute of peace. Like, do you know what I mean? Not harass them, but, like, harass them around the track, or if you accidentally run into them, but, like, to go searching for them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just a bit weird.
It doesn't sit right with me. Like, if you did that to anybody else, they would, like, have you on stalking charges, like, have a restraining order against you.
It's the same with all celebrities, though. Like, I don't get how people can do that.
Yeah, literally. It's odd. It truly is.
Weird.
I don't know. It's like, what's that Eminem song? This is so left of field. But he's like, wanted to get attention for my music, but wanted to be left alone in public, excuse me? Like, but like, you should be allowed to do that, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just because you're famous doesn't mean people are entitled to your attention and like harassing you in public.
It's so wild.
I don't know. It's just really odd. Yeah, that sort of stuff does not sit right with me. I don't know how we trailed off onto that,
Yeah, we
but
had
like,
a bit of a tangent there.
it needed to be said anyway. I'm looking through Sophia's notes to see if we've missed anything. Yeah, literally papaya rules, multi 21 vibes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Literally.
Yeah.
Mark Webber has said, I don't want you going through what I went through, so we're establishing this now.
Yeah. Oh my god, I don't remember who said it. It was one of the Sky Sports reporters, but they were like, I wonder if the reason Zach Bryan is so like set on Zach Bryan.
Zach Bryan?
Zach Brown! Why did my brain go country music? I think Zach Brown is so set on saying we have two number one drivers. What if it's because, like, when McLaren signed Oscar, Mark Webber was so set on not having what happened to him happen to Oscar, and he was like, no, if it needs to be in his contract that he will be looked at as a number one driver and not number two. So
I did see that, but I wonder if there is any team except for maybe like Perez or Bottas when he was at Merc that actually say, and maybe Ferrari with Charles,
number two,
but that actually say that they're a number two driver.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if contractually any teams would actually say that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Williams, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, true.
Like, they've spoken about Alex, like, the whole time that Logan's been there, like... Maybe.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I wonder if any of them actually, like, even, like, Red Bull or Mercedes, I wonder if they actually, like, specifically in the contract stated you are number two driver, or whether, like, that driver just had to come to assume, like, I'm against a world champion, I am number two driver. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's so odd.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, even so, even if it is in both contracts that they're number one for McLaren, obviously they need to realise that you can't have two number one drivers, and at what point are they going to help Lando try and win this championship? Because at this point in time, it is very possible for Max, Charles, or Lando to win this championship, to be honest with you.
They're all pretty close.
I mean, Charles is 86 points behind Max. So if McLaren doesn't step up and start helping Lando, he's going to lose a championship to both Charles and Max. Like, do you know what I mean? He'll come P3.
It's so obvious that they're just focusing on the constructors.
Yeah, and it's not good. I don't know what she's doing with poor Denny. But even Ferrari are looking good for the constructors at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think Red Bull can win them, but...
Yeah. They've just been pretty consistent. Like, Ferrari and McLaren, team-wise, they've been pretty consistent.
Yeah, I don't know if there's been many races where, like, one driver, but... I don't think there's been many races where one driver, let alone both, from, like, each team, have finished outside the points. Like, I think the Ferraris both DNF'd in Canada, and I think that's really it. And then the Lando in Austria, I don't think...
We haven't had many DNFs.
No, not really.
This half of the season. I
literally, like... Oh my god. We need to, like, let's make an Excel sheet about all these sort of stats because, like, I want to know all this stuff.
Yeah.
I want to figure out, like, the conditions for, like, each race for the rest of the season that, like, Charles, Lando, or Max would need to meet to win the championship.
Yeah.
I want to figure that out.
Imagine if Charles won the championship.
I don't know what I'd do because, especially if it's this year, it's not been expected. I've not had the season to prepare.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to watch next season because I would just be so, like, flustered that I'd be like, hold on, pause. I'm still in 2024.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Realistically, I don't think he will. No. I don't know why. I've just got the feeling it's going to be Max again. And everyone's like, oh my god, Max isn't going to win. And I'm like, but I think he is.
I think it'll be Max, but I think it'll be so much closer. It'll be probably as close as it was in 2021.
I think it could go down to the last race.
With Charles and Max.
Yeah, I think it really could go down to the last race, to be honest with you. Or at least the last couple.
Which will be great television.
If the sky falls... I love that song.
Traumatized from that.
Oh my god, literally. That is like the song of 2021 Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, it is.
Oh
it is.
God.
I guess the last thing that happened, well, post Monza, no K-Mag for Baku.
I'm actually so sad. Because, like, I just love K-Mag in general. He's so cute. He's such a vibe. We just love him. But second of all, I need that level of menace. Are you kidding me? I love the chaos.
So funny that he's gotten that many penalty points this season that they're like,
right,
sin bin. Off you go.
I don't remember the last time somebody got a race ban from accumulating the 12 penalty points.
Yeah.
Oh my god, let me Google it because I cannot think of the last person. I'm probably going to read it and be like, oh, duh. But, like, I can't. Last time in F1.
But does that mean we'll see Ollie in,
I really hope so. I really do.
Because that'd be good.
Do you want to know who the last driver to get a race ban was?
I have a feeling in my mind, but I don't know if it's true, so...
K-Mag?
Tell me. Oh...
Him and Grosjean got a race ban in 2012.
2012?
Yeah. But regardless, it was K-Mag! Honestly, I'm kind of surprised.
He's consistent.
That's so funny, actually. That's really funny. Yeah. Well, yeah. But I mean, imagine, like, Ollie does jump in for Haas. And they just say, you know what, fuck this, we're dropping K-Mag for the rest of the season and start early. Because Ollie's got no chance in the F2 championship, so, like, what's the point in finishing that season, you know what I mean?
True.
I don't know. Could you imagine?
That would be wild.
I would like it. I don't want it to happen because I'm really hanging on going to Melbourne next year and that being Ollie's official F1 debut. Jack's official F1 debut, Kimmy's official F1 debut, and Lewis's debut in red.
And Carlos's debut in blue.
Which is fine, we don't need to speak about that, but yeah.
We can ignore that.
Yeah, I mean, and steak is... I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, so I'm just not going to say who told me, just in case I'm not, so that I can't get in trouble. But steak is like trying their hardest to get Gabrielle Bortoletto into that second seat for next year. So
That would be good.
Really have like 4 rookies on the grid.
Yeah, that would be good.
But I kind of, this sounds so bad, and this is like the autism in me that wants this, but I hope he doesn't, because 2019, we got 3 rookies. 3 years later in 2022, we got 3 rookies. 3 years later in 2025, 3 rookies!
That's cool.
That
They've got to keep they've got to keep the stats.
Yeah, literally. That's such a fun stat.
Yeah.
Keep that alive.
No, that's a good one.
No, I think that would be so cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, we've only got 2 F1 seats left for next year.
Yeah.
And
I feel like it's been forever since... It's felt like forever since we got the last driver announcement.
But I mean, Daniel said in a press conference in Monza, I'm pretty sure, he said that you won't have to wait too long to hear about, like, my future, I would say, before October. So, like, this month, are we going to hear about what's going on? Because, like, when is the Mexican Grand Prix?
I think it is in October. I think we looked at it not long ago.
Yeah, we definitely did, eh? I need to, like, have a calendar printed out on my wall or something. Okay. Mexico, the end of October. So what if he was wrong? And what if it's in October? We'll find out. Oh. And, like, the 28th or the 29th of October, so, like, a day or 2 after the Grand Prix, they're like, actually, Perez is gone. Not even to, like, Racing Bulls, he's gone. He's out for good. Maybe he'll go to stake if they go, shit, let's pick him up. But, like, he's out, Daniel's in, Lawson into the RB.
That would be great. I would like that.
I'd really like to see it happen. Because, like, how are we going, Logan Sargent's really shit. He's, like, lost us a lot of money. Let's drop him halfway through the season. But Perez has been in 22, 23. This is his 3rd season in Red Bull, and he's still shit. Because
he brings Red Bull so much money.
I know, but, like, that's just ridiculous. You've got to get to a point that... He's literally, like, coming first in the Destructors Championships. Are you okay? What on earth?
She just sent it.
She's a schizo, bro. Are you okay? Oh my god. God, there's gonna be a bloody blooper reel of just the shit she's done in the background this episode.
Oh my god. That would be hilarious, to be honest.
Okay. Honestly, I might make one.
Yeah. Okay, well, what a crazy weekend that was. I feel like we recapped everything.
I think so. I don't think we missed anything. I'm like scrolling through the notes being like, did I miss something? Sorry, I've got to bring this one up from Sophia's notes. It literally just says, Lando, yeah, because he got passed. Oh wait, sorry, Nico, were you surprised about the Oscar overtake? Lando, yeah, because he got passed. And then Lando Hater Club president, the one tweet of, if Lando can't get past Oscar without team orders, he doesn't deserve the World Drivers' Championship. Oh my god.
I still stand by that.
Okay, we're moving. I think we've literally covered everything. Go us.
Look at us go. I think that was good.
Anything. Yeah. Charles undercut. Early pit stops. Max going, so how do we drive this stint then? GP, we just drive it. That was funny. I forgot about that. Sophia's gone, what a win. Charles, I love you. Monaco and Monza, huge. She's so real. Haha, Lando can't not fumble a start. Also, Oscar, let's go, old boy.
She was gonna do it again.
You don't learn. My goodness. Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, I think we actually covered everything and more. Go us.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was absolute chaos, and I think that's putting it lightly.
Yeah.
Still
and
recovering.
Then we'll do Baku predictions next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think next week I think we agreed on doing a like season this far recap.
Yes.
So that'll be good, I think, because this season has also been chaos.
Oh my god.
If you haven't seen Brit's TikTok, she just put out a TikTok about every event that's happened this year, and it's been every single month. There has been at least something. Chaos.
And I still missed some things.
Yeah. It's like TikTok can only like handle me for so long.
We will add those in to the pod recap when we've got a little bit more time.
I think next week's episode could literally be over an hour at this point because there is so much to talk about.
Possibly.
And then Baku's after that. So keep your eye out for not only a Baku recap, but a Baku live reaction.
Yes.
And I think the same for Singapore. So I think we've got such fun stuff planned. And there's not that many races left of the season. I think there's 8 now?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Fun, chaos, it's all coming. But yeah.
Join us along for the ride.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be chaos, it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting.
So good. Don't want to miss it.
Alrighty, well, with that, thank you for watching, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye!
Ciao!
Ciao, ciao!